PLR, master resale rights, resale rights, and personal use rights. What's the difference between each of these? I'm going to explain in this video, so keep watching. Hey, it's Aurelius Chin from UnstoppablePLR.com, helping you grow your audience and your income with private label content. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe so then you'll receive the latest tips, training, and tutorials around PLR and anything related to PLR. And at any time, hit that like button if you found any of this video helpful. In this video, I'm going to share with you the differences between PLR, master resale rights, and personal use or / read-only rights. So you've probably purchased in the past PLR products, content, or articles, and you're just confused as to what can you do with this product. Can you resell it? Can you give it away? Do you have to set it at a certain price? And those are some of the reasons why I wanted to create this video, because I want you to get ahead and not be concerned and worried about what you can or can't do with a PLR product. All right, so let's get started. The differences between, as they say, PLR, MRR, these are all acronyms, RR, and personal use rights. What are the differences? Let's start off with the very top of the hierarchy, I guess you can call it. It's PLR, which stands for private label rights. Now, the first point I want to make is that with private label rights, you're granted rights to edit the content any way you wish. And before I actually move forward further, I want to just explain that the rights that you're given really are set by the vendor or the person that you bought the private label rights from. So they all have their own terms and conditions. I'm speaking in a position where I sell my own products and I basically created these terms, but what I'm presenting in this video will give you some insight and a better idea as to what the major differences are, not the nuances or those little differences which you can or can't do. So that's the fine print. And what you first of all need to look out for is actually reading the private label rights license that you're provided by the seller. All right, so going back to the video, you're granted rights to edit the content. And how much can you edit? You can pretty much edit all the content within the package that is included. Let's say you received an ebook. You can pretty much edit anything in the ebook. If you've received a pack of articles, edit all the content and do anything you wish with that. The only thing you can't do is claim copyright. And for obvious reasons, it's not original. Many others may have the same rights as you, and private label rights is not just granted to one customer, and it's not exclusive, in other words. So hundreds, if not thousands of others may have the same rights as you, meaning you can't copyright it in the end. Right, so the next point is you may resell the product. The only restriction, at least with my PLR products, is that you can't sell PLR to your customers. This means that you can't provide and supply the editable content. So your customers in the end will have the non-editable version, which means usually in the case of, in the format of a PDF document or something that is formatted and provided in a way where they can't edit it or copy it in a way. Restrict it as much as possible. That's all it really means. Now, the next thing is you also can resell master resale rights and resale rights, which I'll explain in the next few points as well. But as you can see, I put an asterisk there because some providers don't allow the resale of master resale rights and resale rights. Some sellers I know for a fact grant you private label rights, but that is it. You can't resell the product and pass on the resale rights. you're just granted rights to sell the personal use or read-only rights. So that's something important to note. And that is what PLR is. Now, some common uses of PLR, these will give you some ideas as to what usually people do or the consumer does with PLR content. Firstly, you can add the product to your membership site if you've got an existing membership site, or if you want to start a membership site and you just don't have the content. That's where PLR comes in. PLR is ready-made content. Secondly, you can give away the product as a bonus when people buy through your affiliate or referral link. This is a great way to incentivize your potential customers to purchase through your link, and therefore increase conversion rates and end up with happier customers as long as the bonus or the PLR bonus is highly related to the product that you're promoting. Now, thirdly, you can edit the content to fit your brand, voice, style, personality, that is. And that's one of the great things about PLR. PLR, you're granted and you're given the flexibility to alter and manipulate the content as you wish. So if your voice and your brand is more quirky, perhaps even funny, or you enjoy humor, then you kind of want to instill that in your content. So then it doesn't look generic and just like everything else like you see online. And next, you can use the content for your site or blog. This is very popular amongst many of my customers who purchase my PLR products. They feel they need regular content on a regular basis. Let's say they need to post on a weekly basis. They grab one of my PLR products. They extract, let's say, one part or one portion or one chapter of the ebook that they receive, and then post it up on their blog. And that serves as valuable content for their readers and customers. That's just another idea. Next, you can translate the product into another language, let's say French, Spanish, which is very common as well amongst my audience. And you're given this flexibility and option to do that with PLR. Lastly, you can use the content for offline purposes too. So if you're a coach, consultant, and you do workshops or conferences or webinars, things like that, then feel free, you can use PLR content as well to create your slides and your presentations. So that's PLR so far. If you found any of this helpful so far, be sure to like this video. Right, moving on. We've got Master Resell Rights. In other words, MRR, as many online marketers like to call. So what's Master Resell Rights? Master Resell Rights, quote unquote, master, allows you to also resell the resale rights to your customers. With my PLR products in particular, you as a PLR holder can pass on the master resale rights. So then your customers are then able to pass on the resale rights or master resale rights too. I know with other vendors and sellers, master resale rights, based on their definition, is that you as the master resale rights holder can only sell resale rights to your consumers, and then those resale rights holders can only sell personal use rights. The next thing is that with master resale rights, an important thing to note is you can't sell PLR. So looking back at the video, what PLR is that PLR grants you rights to edit the product and customize it in any way you wish. But with the master resale rights, when you sell the product, you have to make sure that the content and the deliverables are formatted in a way where it's non-editable, and you're not giving the Word doc or the raw editable files such as the graphics, which is usually edited in Photoshop, and therefore the extension is they're PSD files, and these can't usually be supplied to your customers as a master resale rights holder. So Those are the major differences between PLR and master resale rights. The next type of right is resell rights. What's the difference? The difference is that you as a resale rights holder can resell the product with personal use / read-only rights. This means that if you are selling on your website, you can only sell rights to your customers that end as a read-only. So your customers can only read the product, and that is about it. They can't resell the product. They can't edit the product in any way. And those are the major differences. Now, if we look at all four in one slide here, just to give you a better idea, so then you can have a good grasp and understanding of the differences. Let's kind of reiterate and go through all these briefly. PLR, you can edit it. You can resell the master resale rights and personal use rights. You cannot resell PLR and supply, that is the editable files. Master resale rights, you cannot edit the file, but you can pass on resale rights and or also resell master resale rights. I know this is getting all somewhat confusing, but if you put it simply, PLR is editable and everything else below that is not. Now, resale rights, you cannot edit, obviously. You can resell, but you cannot pass on resale rights. And lastly, personal and / read-only rights. Your customers can only read the product and not granted any resale rights at all. So that is everything in a nutshell, and the differences between all of the different types of rights when you receive or purchase a PLR product. Hope that has explained everything. If you like this video and got value from it, make sure to hit that like button so then I know what types of videos resonate with you, what types of videos I can make in the future. And also be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to receive more tips, training and tutorials around anything PLR related.